I've noticed over and over again that two people can have the exact same skill, exact same level of talent, same offer, same service, hell, same audience, but their cash flow will look entirely different depending on the identity that they embody. That makes it so easy to get paid in full with a smile and really boost your magnetism around that. Welcome back to the podcast, and happy Tuesday. It is me, your host, Malika. I hope you are ready for today's episode. Go grab your matcha, go on your hug girl walk, and I'm literally just going to straight dive into it. Like no intro like usual, like we're just jumping into it. This type of magnetism around getting paid in full and having it come easily to you, or more easily, or like frequently, right? I've noticed time and time again how much it is just tied to identity that has such certainty, right? That truly lives so certain in herself, in the way she does things, in the way that she has to offer the service or the value to the client. Like, what does that look like without any doubts, without any place for humbleness? What does that look like? Because when we think of an alter ego, right, it doesn't have any place for doubt or hesitation or wondering, am I worth this? There's truly no space for that. When you think of alter ego, it's truly, I'm the shit. Everybody wants me. I know what I have to offer. I am literally unstoppable. That doesn't fear taking out the most space ever, because every single time you don't activate that identity, what ends up happening is that someone else is, and someone else that is maybe less skilled than you and less talented just gets to have more of what you want to have. One of the biggest traps has to be like wanting to look for more proof, right? More proof. Okay, like more proof that I'm worthy of it. More proof that like this is worth my client's money. More proof that whatever. Like more proof of like, I need more proof first, right? I need more. But every time that you hesitate, someone else take your seat at the table, because they're not waiting for more proof. They are going out there to create more proof. Oh shit. I felt like that was bomb. That was a bomb delivery. It's not that you need more proof, is that you need more certainty, more of that CO certainty, more of that alter ego identity, and be willing to live in it and not wait for permission to live in it, or not wait for more proof to live in it. This is a common thing that a lot of people wait for proof before they start thinking more of themselves. But you actually need to start thinking more of yourself now, because you already are talented. You already have the talent. You already have all of these things. And so it's less about what can validate the fact that I am allowed to claim this alter ego, and more claim it because you are this girl and you have to be thinking more of yourself, more than you can even see for yourself. And what does that actually look like? To think even more of yourself than you already do. Then you already do, right? Because you already think so much of yourself. But now it's like, what does that look like on crack? Like literally, like what does thinking more of yourself look like on crack? What does that actually look like? I literally want you to picture it in your mind right now. Like, what does that actually look like? Because that is the version of your alter ego that lives within you, and that there is so much more to reach out from her than you are probably taking out right now. And this is something that I feel a lot of people don't have or haven't mastered yet, right? It's being able to stand your ground and not get shaken up by everything else that's going on around you. And what I mean by this is being able to stay so deeply rooted in yourself and literally be able to plant yourself like a tree and not absorb any of the things that you are seeing all around you, because you yourself know exactly what you want, where you're going. You are not looking around, always moving your tree around, right? Every single one of your clients and every single one of your audience, like, they feel your identity and who you are and your level of certainty that you have within yourself before they ever look at your service or your price or what you have to offer. Like, what they look at is you. We can't be out here absorbing everybody else's energy, everybody else's way of doing things, because then you are losing your own way. That is actually the reason why clients come to you. Is actually the reason why clients feel drawn to you, to your service, right? Because you have different values, you have a different story, you have a different mission, you have all these different things. And being able to hold it down and not get shaken up every single time that you see someone else in your niche posting content a different way or doing things a different way or talking about their service a different way. And you're like, oh my God, maybe I should do like this. Maybe you know? And this is the thing, right? A tree that is always moving around, you're always ripping out the the roots and you're replanting it. How long do you think it's gonna take before it grows bigger? A pretty long time. Right? Y'all know, okay, your personal brand has to be rooted in you. Like, you are literally the baseline of your strategy. Where this money gets amplified and where this money gets to follow, right? It's someone who knows how to lead. It's someone who sets and plants their tree and they're like, this is where my tree stand. That creates the kind of leader that people are willing to come to, because you are not out here diluting your authority, diluting your magnetism by absorbing the way of everybody else. And here's the main thing. A rooted identity makes it unmistakable and makes it very impossible for you to be replaceable. But getting people pulled towards you, right? Because now there's no hesitation in you. There's no hesitation in you. And what do you think that creates? Obviously, that creates other people who don't hesitate. They pay in full with a freaking smile on their face and they're obsessed. And that is when your cash flow is, again, getting so much more magnitude and so much easier. You have something that nobody else does. But do you know what that is? Are you able to have that around you and create this magnetism of a bubble around you? This is exactly the same thing that your business is based upon, the thing that your personal brand is based upon. Like, it is literally that. It is having it being rooted in you, because no amount of content and good hook and good call to action or whatever matters if there is no clear identity or no clear sense of what makes you so different, and you're able to embody that and truly hold that and not be changing it every single week, right? And so that is probably one of the most important. It is so vital for how much people see your worth and how they're able to differentiate you from someone else doing the exact same thing as you. Because there is a massive difference between hoping to be chosen and expecting to be paid in full with a freaking smile on their face. Very different energy. And the one that you live in the most is the one that is going to match what you currently get or the cash flow that you currently will be magnetizing towards you, right? And so one is obviously much better than the other one. And that is basically holding this presence of, this is what I have to offer and this is how much I'm worth. And if you want in, then the door is open. Come in. But if you don't, bye, other people will, right? And so it's truly having a different kind of obsession with yourself, basically, kind of like having this different kind of certainty. The door's open, you know what you have to offer, you're here opening the doors for other people, but you are not out here begging for other people to be convinced or whatever. Like, and this is exactly the kind of presence that we also want your personal brand to command, right? It's that kind of like obsession, that kind of pull, that kind of self-trust that like, yes, the door is open for you, come in, but I'm not begging you to come in. Same energy, same kind of embodiment when it comes to the energy behind the presence. And once you're able to translate that, that's when it gets easier and faster. Once you get to truly not just embody that, but translate that across your presence, that's when your attraction becomes truly effortless and faster and quicker. And it's not just about your own confidence, but also how you are making other people confident too, right? Because it's not just about you, right? Like, it's not just about you. It's also about other people and how you're making other people feel when they come to you, because they are part of that equation too, right? And the bigger your presence can say, I have exactly what you want and what you are looking for, the easier it becomes for them to have confidence and be like, yes, I'm in, let's go, book you, perfect. I got a text, sorry, my brother texted me. But anyways, when you claim to be as good as you actually are, because you are really good and you are really talented. But when you claim to be that good, which parts of you screams at you saying, are you though? Should you wait more years though to charge what you want? Or are you that worth it? Maybe you need to get even better first, right? Which parts of you are screaming these kind of voices of doubts to you when you do claim to be as good as you actually are? Because you are that good. Again, we don't want to fall into the trap of, oh my God, I need more proof. Oh my God, as if you don't already have proof, right? It's truly about deciding, and this directly links to the kind of obsessed presence that you are able to embody, and not let these thoughts determine what you're worth, because that will inevitably reflect on every single thing that you put out there and how you are showing up. When you get to turn on your alter ego, move first, think later, trust right now, and think more of yourself now, not later, but now. Not before more proof or more testimonials or more years, but right the fuck now. And once you have that down, now it's about translating that across your presence and across what you yourself are building. Also directly links to if you are looking for clients to validate your worth and be like, okay, like, are they going to pay me that? Versus you are opening the door, you're like, this is how much I'm worth, like, come in, right? Very different types of energy here, right? Because if you are looking on the outside for these clients to validate you, well, right away, there's not enough confidence for them to be like, oh, well, yeah, obviously, like, you're worth that, because you yourself, there's still like this gap inside of your rates, or like what you believe you're worth, right? And so there's a gap even for them, and they can't put it into words, but they will feel it. Now it's about translating that across every single thing that you are building and your presence. And I did open up my list, the obvious choice list, to get a peek of the insight and the strategies that actually turns your personal brand into the obvious fucking choice and gets your best clients literally obsessed with you without any convincing or chasing. And so the link for that is in the description show note. Claim your spot and I will see you in there. And once you're on it, go into your inbox straight away. If you love this episode, make sure to share it to a friend. Definitely leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps the podcast and spread the community. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will meet you here next week. Thanks so much for tuning in, and don't forget to leave your 5-star rate and review on the podcast. I love to know what you guys think of the episodes, and I will meet you here next week.